Number one, the length. Number two, it's still going on.
But why do you keep saying that? That's the number one sales of all animes. You keep saying that. People do watch One Piece. People has
1,000 episodes and it's still going on.
Dude, and like just like that.
Does that not add to the greatness of the anime that it can still continue?
If Boruto,
people want to watch it so much that they want to watch it.
1,000 episodes. Would you watch it? Yes or no? Just answer my question. Yes or no?
Yes.
You would watch 1,000 episodes of Attack on Titan.
100%. No debate.
So what's your point?
What is your point?
What is your point?
Marv, no, Caleb, I got it, Caleb. Marv, that's a what if statement. That's a what if statement.
That's what I'm saying. It's a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical. If you know what that means, it's a hypothetical.
But nobody that still applies to the scenario.
EJay,
in Parasite have 1,000 episodes.
Nobody knew that
they don't need 1,000 episodes.
EJay, EJay, earlier when I was in 8th grade, 9th grade, starting to watch it, when it was at like 400 something, I did not know it was going to go this long, but I stayed for the journey because I love the enjoyment. I love this story. I love the Straw Hats. That's why I keep watching.
You're not hearing what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
The two biggest reasons people do not start One Piece right now is because of the length and the fact that it's still going on.
But what's wrong? That's what I'm saying. What is wrong with that?
All right, Taylor.
What is wrong with having an anime that you can go week by week?
What's the problem with that?
To say.
That's not a problem.
Just because, wait till I finish. Just because the anime is super long and has 1,000 episodes doesn't mean that alone does not make it a GOATED show. You know that, right? There's animes that are short and that are really good.
Yeah, like Death Note, for example, like Death Note. I know what you're saying.
And RDC and back and forth, they talked about this. Mark even said that One Piece draws out the episodes. Like,
no, it does.
Okay, that's true.
They could have been.
I don't disagree.
That's true. That's true.
I won't disagree. But here's my thing though, right? We talking about drawing out episodes, which is definitely a drawback of One Piece.
A flaw. That it can be a flaw, yes.
But another big flaw of other animes with long episodes is not only do they draw it out, but they also include a lot of fillers. That's kind of what our next point would be on here when we talk about Naruto having all these fillers, which is over 40% of the anime.
That is crazy.
You're talking about a GOATED anime that like I have to skip through hundreds and hundreds of episodes of filler just to get to the main story.
But then your point about it being long is false then, because you don't have to watch them, right?
No, but if you was watching it, because if you was watching it as it was going, you'd get pissed off week by week. There's 30 filler episodes back to back.
A lot of Naruto's fillers are background like stories, like Kakashi's background, background, Itachi's background story. Like it's background stories. They're not bad fillers. Some of them are bad, but a lot of them are good fillers.
But the thing with One Piece is that it doesn't have that many fillers. You literally, once you finish an arc, you have maybe 3 episodes of a
All right, can I say something real quick before I get back to my presentation? I like how you brought up the back and forth with RDC. Just like on this stream, when App was saying that right now, he said, in his opinion, Attack on Titan is the best anime right now. He did not say that Dragon Ball is trash, but he said Dragon Ball in its time, in its peak, was a 10 out of 10. Right now, Dragon Ball is more like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. As animes evolve, they get better. Animation gets better. Writing gets better. Listen to me. Dragon Ball was very influential, and it built a lot of animes that go now. Like
One Piece is not as good as y'all say it is because it's.
But it's still going though. It's still going though. So it's still improving year by year,
bro.
Just because it's
Dragon Ball is amazing.
Good. And that's also an opinion.
I'm just saying.
If you talk to Leland from RDC, he would say differently. That's an opinion.
It's an opinion. That's what I'm saying. What you just said is an opinion. Everything is an opinion.
What I said was a fact. One Piece does draw out the episodes.
Hold on.
Have you seen all of them?
Mark has, and he literally said that.
But can y'all listen to what I'm saying though? So you're saying because an anime is going on long, that means it's not good?
What are you saying from watching it? And that's a fact.
Huh?
It being so long and it's still going deters watchers from wanting to watch it. That's a fact.
Even look at Craig. Craig said he doesn't really want to watch it because it's so.
But does that not mean that the people who are watching are so enjoy it so much that the animators and the people who write the show, who write the manga, are going to want to continue creating it week by week because they know it's that good of a show to where somebody is going to watch it. People are going to watch it. Because think about it. If people really weren't watching it because of the length, right, they wouldn't have enough funding to go do what they want to do. They wouldn't be able to pour into the manga. They wouldn't be able to make all things. If they dropped in sales and just nobody was watching it, then there's no point in continuing it. They would have shortened it a whole lot, and then One Piece would have been done. But that's not the case because people actually like what they watch.
I'm not talking about people that watched it for years. I'm talking about new watchers. The biggest reason people.
Okay, but the point is to attract new
a lot
watchers,
of people,
right?
But I'm saying, but the point with the anime, right?
But is the point not to attract new watchers?
Yes,
because if you have old watchers, right, that means your show is not growing. But if you have new watchers and you're continually making new episodes each week, that means your show is growing in some capacity.
Suubi,
yes, you have people that complain. Yes, you have people that complain about the length.
My roommate, I put him on to One Piece. Ray is a new watcher right now.
Want to watch the show. Take me for example. I didn't want to watch the show because of the length, but because I watched clips, because I seen like what One Piece could have been, I decided to watch it. So I'm part of a community that's like, even though it is long, I still want to watch it. I still want to pour into One Piece.
It was at least 900. It was at least 900. 900.
It had like 900 when it first started because they were.
He's a new watcher. Everybody who watched it after probably like 700 episodes is a new watcher for real. Yeah, even me, I'm not a new watcher. When either they were at Whole Cake or One, so they had to have at least 900 or 8. They had to have at least 800. 900. I said I'm not a new watcher. I said I'm not. I'm not.
Watcher will be somebody that picks it up at this moment.
But that's not true.
That's what I'm saying. But EJay, I basically picked it up. I basically picked it up where they were at.
I'm saying.
So is what I'm saying wrong? Yes or no?
Yeah, bro, EJay, if you picked up One Piece late 2021, late 2022, you're a new watcher. Had at least 800 episodes. You're still catching up. You're still catching up at this point. My roommate, he's a new watcher. He just
laws of One Piece that people have brought up. The length that new watchers do not want to watch all them episodes. And the fact that it is still.
All right, I'm gonna get back to the PowerPoint.
What I'm saying is that is okay. Hold on, EJay. Remember how I brought up the other time that we were talking about like manga, people who read the manga, right? How that's a percentage of people who watch anime, who read the manga, whatever, who is a percentage of that fan base. You're talking about a percentage of people that don't want to watch it because of the length, but you're forgetting about a growing percentage of people who will still watch it regardless of the length. So that is why the show can continue going week by week.
Watching it. That's the point. I don't have to bring up a subcategory that doesn't matter. We're talking about new watchers.
No, I'm not saying that your subcategory doesn't matter. I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that there's a bigger category that matters more. It matters enough to where somebody's still going to want to watch it week by week. So that means the animators and the creators of the show are still going to be able to create it week by week.
Out of your own words, you said that the reason they keep new episodes, they have new watchers.
Yes, they have to have new watchers. You notice in any economy, in any business, if you just have the same people coming back week by week, your business is not going to grow.
It's gonna die. Your business is dying, EJay.
So that means
I have a question though. If they're not caught up, what are the new episodes for?
New episodes are so that the people who are still watching can continue watching.
So it's not catered to the new people, yes or no?
It is catered. It's catered to the new people, catered to the old people. Why would an anime not grow? Why would they not continue making new animation?
EJay, it can take a year.
Why would they?
It can take.
If you're doing it strictly for the old watchers, you would not include more animations. You wouldn't continue making the manga how it is. You would probably just end One Piece right there if you had old watchers. But because you have new watchers, you have to grab somebody's attention through something.
Yeah.
So in the movies, you're gonna have greater animation.
One Piece,
if they starting at the beginning,
can we get to the PowerPoint, bro? Can we get to the PowerPoint?
Okay, so EJay, you're telling me there's no anime that tries to attract new watchers.
Suubi, that's because Suubi, what are you talking about? New watchers?
New watchers, people who are just now starting the show in the past 2-3 years.
We talking about short animes or long? What anime are you talking about?
Any anime.
Because
any anime. In order for anime to continue to grow, and people actually watch, there has to be new watchers. You can't just have the same.
Hey, let's use the fake series. I'm gonna use the fake series as an example. The first fake series that came out, the animation was wonky, but it came out about 2008, 2009. So the animation was wonky. The second one, the animation came because they went with Ufotable. That's the same people that did Demon Slayer. So the animation got better. There wasn't new watchers because the people
there had to be somebody who enjoyed the show enough. There has to be people. There has to be a starting point. There has to be people who enjoy the show enough to where they're like, okay, if we invest some money and some time to make the animation. Same thing with Attack on Titan. Everybody not complaining about the animation at the time, saying that, the animation started to drop off.
Mark.
So they said, because there's enough people who are wanting to watch the show, we're going to have to pour more money and more time. That's why they took the break. We're going to put more money and more time in order to make the anime better.
So
Now, not saying that the break has to apply to One Piece, but I'm not saying the break has to apply to One Piece, but the fact that there are people who still want to watch the show indicates that there are new watchers, which indicates that they have to put money and time in order to make sure that the anime is good. If the anime is not good and it starts falling off, then there's no point in them continuing. You can't continue a show without funding. You can't continue a show without money, without people who want to watch it.
This is episode 1,000, okay? This is the episode, let's say, this is episode 1,000 of One Piece, right? This is episode 100. How are they catering to people over here if they had to get through 9 episodes to get here? How are they catering to them if they can't see this? They're not there yet.
What do you mean? What do you mean if they can't see it?
They can't because they're not there yet. They're 900 episodes away. So how are they catering to that type of person?
Because okay, I'll give you a perfect example. I'll give you a perfect example. No. I'll give you a perfect example. I put my friend onto Dragon Ball Z, right? Because he saw a clip of when Goku did the little bounce thing when he was fighting Beerus at the whatchamacallit, in the movie when he was fighting Beerus and the first time they introduced him. He saw that video of him like bouncing around or whatever.
Well, I know
from the Broly movie. That when he was in Super Saiyan God form, and he was like getting ready for the fight, warming up, whatnot. He saw that clip, and I said, and he was like, "Bro, what is this? Is this Dragon Ball?" And I said, "Yes, but you're gonna have to go back and you're gonna have to watch everything from Dragon Ball Episode 1." And so he did. Well, what did that do? It attracted a new watcher because the animation is good.
There's a difference between that and One Piece, because the difference between Dragon Ball and One Piece, Dragon Ball takes breaks. So you can honestly start on Super.
Yeah, you can start on Super. You can start on Dragon Ball Z. You do not have to start with Dragon Ball.
No, I'm not saying you have to start with Dragon Ball, but I'm saying if you want to get into the show and understand things that are going on, you should want to watch Dragon. No, it's just like how y'all said. If y'all want to continue making the whole story, you should watch the movies, even if they're non-canon, right? So the same thing should apply to shows. If we're talking about a show that is a predecessor to the show, and you want to get into the show, you should watch Dragon Ball. So I told him you're gonna have to watch. You should watch Dragon Ball when he was like a little kid or whatever. So he started watching that. But he knew that the animation was gonna be choppy. He knew the animation was gonna be ass because it was from the 80s and 90s. But it was because he saw that newer animation. He saw the new animation that they made and was like, "Oh, I have to get to this."
All right, let's get on the next. Can we get to the next slide? Can we get to the next slide, please?
How is that two different things? Because it's the same thing I'm saying. Because if somebody sees, no, EJay, because you just asked that. So somebody sees.
Trey, what are you thinking right now?
Dragon Ball takes breaks.
Trey, please, can you?
But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
I'm loving it though.
But EJay, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
You can't start with a certain episode in One Piece because you're gonna miss stuff. Yes or no?
Yes.
It's like every anime, EJay.
Just like every anime.
EJay, if I'm trying to watch Naruto Shippuden, do I have to watch Naruto Kid? Yes or no to get everything?
No. Yes. If you're going to start on episode 1 of Shippuden, you see Naruto and Sasuke fighting.
You're gonna be missing golden parts of the show, but you don't.
The first episode of Shippuden, these niggas are going back and forth, toe to toe. You're not gonna know what's going on.
You're not gonna understand the dynamic between Naruto and Sasuke. You're not gonna understand.
You're not going to know. You're not gonna know.
You
realize there's a break for a reason. After Naruto Shippuden starts its own story. You realize
just like Boruto. After Shippuden, they took a break, and then Boruto started its own story.
Exactly.
Dude, but I'm saying,
you're still gonna be lost. You're gonna watch Boruto and be like, "What is going on? I have no idea where did these people come from."
How you gonna be lost?
EJay, you won't know the setup. You won't know the setup.
Naruto Shippuden literally explains everything in their story like over and over again. You're not gonna be lost.
Boruto's an entirely new anime.
So why do you keep just like Dragon Ball Z? You said Dragon Ball, you do not. I remember in high school, you told me watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. I do not need to watch Dragon Ball. It's unnecessary. What's the point? What's the point of Dragon Ball then? Was that for the old?
He's a kid.
But hold on. That's not my point. But no. Because EJay, remember we were talking about watching movies. We're talking about watching stuff that you don't think is important or whatever, and watching it for the overall impact of the story. So according to y'all's point, you should still watch Dragon Ball. You should still watch Naruto because if you're talking about really enjoying the entire show, if you're talking about watching everything that you care about in the show, you should watch those other shows.
You need to watch the beginning of One Piece. You need to watch it.
It's all one. It's all one. It's all one. It's all one anime. Just like Attack on Titan, you need to watch when Eren freaking starts at the beginning. You cannot start at episode 70.
Attack on Titan is one show.
Just like One Piece is one show. One Piece is one show.
One Piece is one entire show.
What are we arguing about?
There is no need to take a break. Okay, EJay, you've been talking about taking breaks.
There
is no
perfect, man.
Wait.
What is the need for One Piece to take a break?
Basically, y'all just told me Dragon Ball is useless, Naruto Kid is useless.
Trey, what do you think? What do you think?
What do you think,
Trey? What do you think?
What point?
In terms of
you talking about the show? Skip One Piece episodes.
Trey, what do you think? What do you think?
But EJay,
let Trey speak. Let Trey speak. What are you thinking right now? What do you think?
In terms of One Piece?
Yeah, like there's arguing that you gotta start all these animes from the beginning, but other animes have breaks. One Piece doesn't. It's literally 1 to 1042. Dragon Ball, there's a break. Naruto, there's a break. Like all these other animes have breaks. Like, what do you think right now?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I was thinking about that too, because again, I just started One Piece, so I'm definitely a newbie with the anime. But I also, because I was asking my girl this, I was like, is there no like break like Shippuden, or is there no cutoff to where you can kind of, in a sense, maybe jump to another sector or arc of the show where it's like, okay, you didn't really need all of this, but at the same time, I appreciate One Piece in the fact that it doesn't have a lot of fillers. It like as a new watcher, I'm just like, okay, I don't have to really worry about skipping, because I actually enjoy watching the show. Yeah. But it's like at the same time, I want to make sure if I'm watching it, I'm not wasting my time. And not to say that fillers waste your time,
but Trey, I have a question. Would you rather have an entertaining filler or boring episodes?
Entertaining filler, for sure. Yeah, I
see. Not every
episode of One Piece is entertaining. There's so many boring episodes, they might as well be filler.
Not really.
What? That's not true.
Really. That's a subjective opinion. That is a very subjective opinion. You cannot say that all episodes. I never thought that a whole lot of episodes of One Piece are boring. I'm not saying.
You are acting for somebody else's opinion. Form your own opinion. When you watch the whole goddamn show, then talk to us. Tell us how many boring
episodes. I can watch all of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, and you see me talking about Naruto. You see me talking about it.
Watch Naruto.
That's not true. I watched all of it. You're lying. I watched all of it. Every single episode. I watched all of it. So you don't know what you're talking about. I watched it in 9th grade.
What clan is Kimimaro from?
What clan? Kimimaro?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So that is Kimimaro is the grandson.
Look at him.
Hold on. No, he's the grandson. He's the grandson of the 3rd Hokage. I don't know his last name, but is it Kimimaro or Konohamaru?
I said Kimimaro, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Kimimaro. Oh, Kimimaro is the nigga with the bones.
Yep.
Shit, I do not know. All I know is he got Genkai. All I know is he got Genkai. That's not important to me. But I watched the show.
It's not important, but that's part of the show. You can't speak on.
Is he not a side character? Once again, One Piece. I mean, Naruto does not touch on their side characters like that. When they talk in One Piece, when they have a side character, they go above and beyond.
What'd you say?
Tell me. Okay, female cast in Naruto. Female cast in Naruto. Are they good?
Literally, RDC said, "Is One Piece getting too long?" It's a video called.
Did you say that Naruto don't touch his side
characters? Top 5 worst.
Why are you taking One Piece's opinion over everybody else's? But EJay, I mean, but Caleb, why are you taking One Piece?
Could have been better. Sakura could have been better. He not is really the only.
Hold on.
Caleb, no. Hold on. Question for Caleb. Caleb, why are you taking RDC's opinion over everybody else is so hard? Why does their opinion matter so much?
I said that One Piece has a lot of boring episodes, and I'm showing you other people who watch the show and
you're talking about 7 people out of the entire world. You're talking about 7 people out of the entire fan base, and a person in that fan base puts One Piece as his favorite anime of all time.
Is that a valid point?
Really a valid opinion. You can't
talk about
7 people's opinion.
Y'all said my opinion is not valid because I haven't watched the whole show, right?
Yeah,
it's not.
Y'all said that.
It's not.
I'm showing you people that have watched the show all the way, and they're saying the same thing I'm saying.
But it's still 7 people out of the whole fan base. And despite that,
y'all know most of the fan base are not has had One Piece as their favorite. They will actually be real.
He has had One Piece over Dragon Ball.
We're being real. One Piece has flaws. Animes have flaws, but you keep talking about stuff like
you said Naruto don't develop their soccer. You said that, right?
Yes, I did.
That's not true at all. Kakashi's developed.
Minato. Modern.
He's not a
They
side character.
developed
Not a side character.
Who's not a
Obito
side
is not a side character. That is crazy.
How is he not a side character?
Wrap it up.
No, he's not. No.
Any character that's not.
They even developed Shikamaru.
They
even developed Shikamaru. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, you're right. Female cast. Is the female cast in Naruto
know
good?
What you're talking about?
Yes, I do. Is the female cast in Naruto good? Yes or no? As a whole, are they good? Yes or no?
Yeah, why are you changing the subject?
About the whole gender.
Hey, hold on. I'll put it like this, because I know what Marv is saying, but what Marv is also saying right now is
One Piece
kind of
touches on every.
I'm gonna put together what I think
your
Marv is
own
talking
partner said.
We're talking about.
Nane?
Hold on. Let me try to explain what I think Marv is talking about. My personal opinion, I think the side characters in Naruto are developed, right? But when we're talking about One Piece and the way they develop their characters that support Luffy, I think they do a much better job of developing that than they do Naruto. Not saying that Naruto doesn't develop side characters.
Let me break it down.
When they develop characters that support the
main
main character in One Piece, they do it a whole lot better than they do Naruto.
Can I break it down real quick?
Huh? Go ahead, bro. Tell me Tenchen's good right now. Tell me Tenchen's good right now. I'll wait.
The difference between One Piece and Naruto is in One Piece they all have their own goals. Yes or no?
Most of them, yes.
Okay,
yes.
You're
right. Have their own goals. And the reason they're going with Luffy because they see Luffy as the best way to reach that goal. Yes or no?
Not true. They could have joined. any. Joe could have.
They could have joined any other crew. They just no. That is not the reason why they joined Luffy. The reason they joined Luffy. No, because I just explained this earlier, EJ. They joined Luffy is because he would protect them or he would keep them from getting hurt by somebody in their community or in their area. Is that not true? I'm not going to try and spoil it, but at some point, Luffy has gained their trust to where they would want to do things for Luffy as a friend, as a crewmate, all those different things. Yeah. So it's not because they think of him as the best way to achieve their goal, but he thinks of them as a close friend and somebody they want to stick by.
I have a question. If I helped you, like let's say you had a real estate company, right?
Right.
Okay, no, look, I had a real estate company, right? You was a lawyer, and I made a lot of money, and I hired you as my lawyer. Would you try to leave somebody else who you didn't want to see if gave you enough money? Yes or no?
What? Say it again. What you said at the end?
Company or had real estate, and I needed a lawyer, and I hired Suubi, but somebody else wanted to hire him, but I had more money. Who would you go with? The person with less money or more money?
You said you had more money?
Yes.
But EJ,
it depends. It depends. Location and all that. This is real life.
It depends. Before you just say anything, that's not applicable to the story at all. Usually, they do not care about money. The only person that cares about money on that team.
Some people care about family more than money.
It is one person on that team that cares more about money. But regardless, he would never switch up on that crew. He would never switch up on that crew no matter what. So money does not apply to this team at all. So it's not.
Hold on, EJ. I know.
What's Nami's goal? What's Nami's goal?
We can't be the best navigator. We can't say that. We cannot say that.
Bro, you can say her goal, bro. You about to figure it out. He there right now.
Okay, to be the best navigator. What about that?
So how would her not being with, she was with Arlong to start, technically, right? She was
right, yes, correct.
So I have a question. Do you think she saw Arlong as the best way for her to complete her goal, yes or no?
She was held captive. She didn't have anything to say.
So when
she had a whole different When Luffy helped her goal in mind, she was trying to get her place.
She was making math. She was still making math. Dude. If Shanks,
she was doing that regardless. Everybody would have went to their goal regardless. No matter if Luffy came or not. Luffy just made it easier, but they would have still tried to go make their goal regardless.
If Shanks, Kaido, any of them would have liberated Arlong Park, Nami probably would have went with one of them. It just because
it's the best situation at hand.
Set her free.
Prove my point. Luffy was.
But they was still doing.
He did not.
They was still. But EJ, your point is that they would leave. That's not what you said. EJ, your point is that they would leave if there was a better scenario. But in this situation, they wouldn't leave because
about One Piece, they're not going to be realistic.
Can we just walk to the next slide?
Marv, you said out of your own mouth, if Kaido would have did it, she would have went with Kaido. Yes or no? Yes or no? You said that, right? Yes or no? Did you say that? Right. So it's not. If you're a slave and somebody releases you, would you not want to go with them because they release you and that's the best way for you to stay safe? Yes or no?
Okay, but EJ, in that same token, in that same token, because we know Kaido as a person, Kaido is going to make her his slave. So in that same token, if Luffy came and made friends with Nami, she would for sure leave Kaido. You know this. Don't even try to argue it. She would leave him to go to Luffy, and she would stay with Luffy.
I'm not gonna know names, but there's people and crews.
None of the crewmates want to leave Luffy. Like,
you're saying because you know Kaido now, though. That's the thing that's what's wrong about it, because you know how Kaido is now. If Kaido would have saved Nami would went with Kaido, right? She would have walked around that shit.
Well, we know who Kaido is from the jump.
Okay, Nami would have realized how bad it is. Nami realized,
like,
as
bro,
episode
Kaido's not somebody. They don't try to hide him and make him seem like a good person. Like, we know who Kaido is. We know Kaido is.
What Marv said. So talk to Marv. I'm going off what Marv said.
What did Marv say?
Marv said if Kaido would have saved her, she would have did the same thing. That's what Marv said out of his own mouth.
She would have did what?
Accord.
Of course. That's just a natural thing that happens. However, the difference between that situation and Luffy's is she would never leave Luffy. They don't want to leave Luffy. And if she was with Kaido, she would leave Kaido too.
How do you know she would leave Kaido?
Because Kaido would make her don't do that, EJ.
What do you mean?
Kaido would have made her his slave. Kaido would have made her his slave. So she would have wanted to leave that situation too.
It's a hypothetical. Okay, so what about
Why are we arguing about that?
Wait, this ain't filler. This ain't filler though, right?
Slide, please.
This
ain't
a hypothetical statement.
This ain't filler.
No, it's not filler. No,
okay, it's not filler. Okay.
No, sir.
So EJ, what is really your point here?
What is your point?
What do you mean my point? My point is that
next slide.
The best situation, which is Luffy at that point.
He just argued.
But at the end of the day, because the main character has built a good friendship with her, she doesn't want to leave. She wants to continue to support Luffy. If we're talking about in the specifics of a main character, she doesn't want to leave him.
If Luffy dies tomorrow, Nami's going with somebody else. That's a fact. Yes
no, she's not. Absolutely not. No, she's not. I can tell you that because we were just talking about how people are as a character. They would not. None of the Straw Hats would try to leave and go somewhere else.
If he died?
If he died, no, they would not leave.
They would just die. What would they do?
They wouldn't leave to go join another crew. Hold on. I can't even say it. Trey,
his goal is to
all of us for a second. I could say something right now.
All right, I'll take it out.
Right now to prove your point.
I'll take it out. I'm gonna take my headphones off.
Huh?
I'm gonna take my headphones off.
Yeah. Bro, because Whitebeard was such a great pirate, bro, that when he died, none of his crew members joined another squad. They stayed as like the Whitebeard pirates and still fought other people.
Killed him.
Huh?
So what now?
What?
One of his own people killed him. So what now?
What do you mean his own people killed him?
Blackbeard literally dropped him, and Blackbeard used to be on his crew. So that point is invalid already.
I said when Whitebeard died, they never left to another crew.
Blackbeard was in Whitebeard's crew, and he left and killed him at Marineford. Yes or no? Yes. That's my point.
I'm talking about in the instance of a main character.
Whitebeard's not a main character.
But I'm using that as an example for somebody for a crew member that doesn't leave. Because we were talking about just Nami, right?
Suubi.
I wasn't talking about no Blackbeard. I was talking about just Nami.
Situation.
So I'm comparing her to other characters who are in a similar situation who did not leave.
Suubi,
I'm not talking about characters like Blackbeard. I'm talking about characters like Nami.
It literally says Whitebeard's crew disbanded after the time skip.
But they didn't join another crew. So your point is invalid because what EJay was talking about was that I said that they wouldn't join other crews.
But
they would not join other
crews. They all have their own goal in mind. That's my point.
But they wouldn't join other pirate crews. Your point was that they would join another pirate crew. Your point was that Nami would join another pirate crew and she wouldn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You said their loyalty is toward Luffy, right? So when he died, that breaker is gone.
You said that what?
I said when what do you call it? If he got dropped,
y'all still do I need to keep him off?
Nah, I ain't gonna say no.
All right, come on, man. All right.
Like that's my point. If they all have a common reason of staying together, when that reason is gone, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna leave.
They're not gonna go to another
human
crew.
Nature.
They're not gonna go to another crew.
So what are they gonna do, Suubi? What are they gonna do?
They're just gonna continue with their goals.
You just proved my point.
No, because you're talking about leaving and going to another crew. I said no, they're not going to another crew.
My original point was that Luffy is the best situation for everybody in the crew to reach their goal. And you
He
said
is not. He does not have to be their best situation. They just love him as a friend enough to go and support his dreams as well.
So you don't think they're doing that? They're not doing witch claws at the same time?
No, they're trying to get his goals, but he is not the reason. He is not their sole ability to go and achieve their goals. They can go and achieve their goals on their own. They could easily I won't say easily. Nothing is ever easy, but they could definitely go on their own and create and go find their own goals. But they literally talk about every single arc. Luffy is going to become the king of the pirates, and we are going to help him become king of the pirates. That's literally what they say in every arc.
If somebody's going to become the king, is he not the best situation?
No, they don't care about any of that.